Yeah. Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is MichaelSchwahn, and welcome to the stream. Today is Tuesday, September 13th, 2022. I have been gone for about a week and a half. For those of you that are aware or were not aware, my lovely wife, Athena Latina, she did have a medical procedure, and I was helping her with recovery and making sure everything was okay and all that kind of stuff. And so that's where I've been for a little over a week. Is that she had a follow-up appointment today? Everything looks good. It's going good, and we're ready to keep pushing forward with life. Okay, so we're back. We finished Metal Gear Solid 3 right at the end there before we jumped into... What else did we finish? Was it just Metal Gear Solid 3? Yeah, it was. It was Metal Gear Solid 3. And so we're going to be jumping into a game that I wanted to jump into on release day, but we just weren't able to because of everything that I've already mentioned, and that is Steelrising, a game set in an alternative history where the French Revolution is playing out because the bourgeoisie, the aristocrats are oppressing everyone with the use of evil automatons, and you are an automaton that is fighting for the revolution. And it's a Souls-like game, and I'm ready to check it out. But first, there is not an event for Stream Raiders right now. The event that we were in, Raid Hala, just ended, and that's okay. Let me get myself a little bit better into frame here. And that's perfectly fine. But it does mean that we can at least play out this chapter while we wait for the next event to arrive. It's probably already been announced, but I missed the announcement, so it is what it is. I need assists from healing, you say. Alright, well, we can drop a monk. We can drop that monk. We'll, we can really just put him wherever, I guess. Open Stream Raiders looked at it and went no thanks a while ago again. Understandable, Eve. I've definitely not always been like super like, yeah, Stream Raiders. Some days I'm enjoying it, and some days I'm just like, well, you're an excuse for me to go to the bathroom. But you know, that's just the way it goes. All right, fire this up for the very first time. We will be using a PlayStation 4 controller. I should probably open up Task Manager and keep an eye on the system. On the system specs there. Where do I want to put you, Task Manager? Damn it. Tell me that you want a fourth monitor without telling me that you want a fourth monitor. I don't have a place to put Task Manager. Ooh, taking its sweet time on the first load, huh? Alrighty then. Should get a health display monitor, those tiny ones. I saw somebody that had a really cool setup. They had two vertical, so they had on the sides were two vertical monitors, and then in the center were two horizontal monitors. But one monitor was up a little bit, and the other one, it was on like, this is definitely the wrong word, but like my brain is like a desk stand. It's like, well, they're old desk stands. The bottom bezel of the monitor was damn near resting on the desk. Like, it was super low. And I was like, that actually looks pretty clean and pretty nice. I kind of like that. I could not, for the life of me, figure out what that stand or mount that they were using was to get the monitor to where it was just touching the desk, essentially. Rio, welcome in. Everyone, go give Rio a follow if you haven't already. Incredible retro streamer. Well, not really a retro streamer. I mean, kind of. What do you like to call yourself, Rio? I know right now you're doing a Sonic I don't want to call it a Sonic Legacy because I don't think you're playing through everything. You're just playing a month of Sonic. Yeah, incredible streamer though. Real chill. Great place to hang out. All right, let's check the options. Game controls, gamepad. I hope that's our. Well, hang on. They'll give me a tutorial. Hopefully the. It looks like they do recognize the PlayStation buttons. Audio. Maxed out volume on everything. I have a feeling the game's gonna be a little loud. I'll turn it down preemptively. Game subtitles, yes. Give me big subtitles. Subtitle background, no. Camera effects, maybe. Hat visibility. Currently, we'll leave it where we can see the hat. Save the changes. Does that include Rise of Lyrics, Boom, and can't forget about the beast that is unleashed? You'd have to ask Rio. I don't know. I don't know what all they have planned. All right, so we're already in 4K borderless windowed on VSync. Although it's interesting that the VSync doesn't say yes or no on or off. Instead, it says VSync at 59 hertz. Like, all right. Or 29.5 hertz, so I guess half speed. Screen selection. Okay, which screen do I want it on? Graphics. Oh, it's going to tell me how much of my computer it will eat. Okay, if I want it on borderless windowed, I can't change the resolution. Interesting. So if I wanted to put it down to 1080p to increase the graphics quality, I can't do that. Interesting. Advanced video. Okay, this is the actual individual stuff. Does that update in real time? It does. Okay. Cool. Let's see what's in here. Terrain displacement. It's got ray tracing. I think we'll put the model details up to ultra. I don't need the grass to move, admittedly. Ooh. Dude, if you put the texture details to ultra, it more than doubles the VRAM that the game wants. It puts it from 5 gigs to 12 gigs. You would need a 3090 to do that. Jesus. Most of these aren't changing the cost. All right, well, we'll see how that goes. If I have to adjust it down, then we will adjust it down. Hey, thank you for the belated birthday, Comfy Ren. I appreciate that a lot. I will pass it on to Athena as well. Almost always remove shadow since it changes so little. It depends. It really depends. Okay. New game, I guess. I don't know what the assist settings are, so we won't worry about them right now. We'll see how my computer handles Steelrising. I do have a special gift for her, actually. I may pass it to you. Sure, if you would like. If you're in the Discord too, or if you just need to DM it to me, whatever you need, Comfy Ren, I'm more than happy to pass things along. This game loads very slowly. Hopefully it doesn't have a lot of loading screens, because otherwise we're going to be chilling.
Pardon. You know, actually, I think I'm in no mood for games right now. How much longer are we to be kept here? Or we just simply watch as Paris burns from afar?
If it loads slowly for you, I'm afraid how it'll be for me.
This is the price to be paid for spoiling.
I will say I know I have it installed on my hard drive and not a solid state or an M2 drive, so.
He knew what was about to
But still.
I think he is.
All right, I'll grab that in a minute. Come here, in.
Oh, come now, Marie. True, he can be misguided and somewhat short-tempered at times, but he's no Nero.
Then why have we been given no news for so long? Les enfants, Gabrielle. The children.
They'll soon be out of harm's way. I am most certain of it. Monsieur Cléry will take good care of them. For now, at least, we are safe.
Safe? Vraiment? Where are the Chateau guards?
We are still protected.
So, like, the voice acting isn't terrible, but I feel like the complete lack of emotion in the faces does the voice acting a disservice.
Or jailers. They won't even let us leave this room, Gabrielle. The king. He has lost his mind to grief. First our darling, Sophie. Then our beloved son. My poor sweet angel. They didn't let me say goodbye. I wasn't even allowed to see him. C'est affreux. Something inside me is crying out.
I like the weaving of the French in there.
I think I hear him calling to me. I'm so afraid.
What do you fear, my queen?
Everything. Everything horrifies me. The king's wrath. His army of indefatigable automats that Monsieur de Vaucanson has built for him. The charlatans who advise him, who are now more powerful than ministers. What happened to my son? What will happen to the children that God has deigned to leave in my care?
I won't let any harm come to them. This I promise.
It is historically accurate in how they were meant to behave, but I think that that's what they meant to be going for. I don't either.
Do you not see that we're prisoners here?
All is not lost. You forget about the one automat that is not hostile to us. This new bodyguard of yours.
Hi. Material, huh? The pearl, like the marble's kind of cool. What is that? Kind of like a copper color? The steel. What is this? Brushed gold. I like the pearl too, but I might be biased. It's interesting because the face doesn't have, like, the face is meant to reflect skin tones, which is fine, but I feel like it would have been cool if you, like, this brushed silver or this brushed gold or this copper, if you could have a copper face, right? Like, I think that'd be cool if you could have a copper face. I think that's probably the winning face. Just from a... Like, it's one of these two, but I kind of like the aggression. This face looks lifeless. This looks like a mannequin. Absolutely not. This one's not bad. This one's actually probably the most human looking. Like, if you wanted to look like something that's alive. This one's not bad for that same purpose, right? But this is probably the most human looking. But I think one of these has the best, like, emotion in it. But this one has kind of like a softer emotion, whereas this one is more like, we're going to kick some ass. We're going to go with that one. And then, so with that... think I'm kind of digging just the metal look. This looks like plastic, or even like a form of like leather, which is not it. Yeah, we'll grab the brushed metal. I like that one. All right, wigs. Clay, yeah, that's a decent description, especially of this one. Definitely clay-like, yeah. Messy short pony. Guess we should probably look at it from the back, because does the back look much different in any of these? The gold actually kind of looks really sweet from the back. Definitely don't like the clay. The marble's pretty good. Still gonna stick with the brushed. Yeah, the gold looks really good. Like, it doesn't look as good on the arm here, but it looks really good on the back. Yeah, they're both good. We are the bodyguard to the queen, right? So we should be gold. Got to be all ostentatious and shit. Man, whoever styled that wig, Jesus. You had some fire in you, didn't you? Don't forget who that queen is, though. Oh, yeah, queen's gonna die by the end of this. Don't you worry. Okay, so no. Maybe I kind of like the fiery comb going on here. This looks just a little too messy, and the back of the wig is strangely flat. It is Marie Antoinette, of all people. True. I feel like it's either this one or this one. And it's strictly about, do you want, like, a little bit more proper feminine, or do you want, like, I got some attitude. I think we'll go with this one. I like this one a lot, but I think this one's better. I'm for Five Fury Storm. I don't see, if we could change the color, I would be more with you, but I don't think we can change the color at all. No, we can't. You're stuck with the wig gray. So, all right. We have 4 starting classes. We have bodyguard, soldier. None of these change anything about us, right? No, okay. Heavy weapon, special move is block. Okay. Petrification grenade, a shield. Bodyguards rely on their strength to withstand hits and deal heavy physical damage to enemies. Durability +3. Durability increases health and balance. Engineering increases armor, the effectiveness of alchemical afflictions, and the chances of finding loot. Fucking Yakuza and Samurai. Yeah, there was 2 Samurai games that were announced, right? There was Like a Dragon Ishin that was announced at the State of Play, and there was also Rise of the Ronin. Is that what it was called? I haven't looked at the actual trailers yet, because I'm obviously wanting to do reaction videos for them. Soldier, heavy weapon, special move is a ranged attack. Projectile that can knock over an enemy. Soldiers are strong fighters. They can wield heavy weapons to perform powerful physical attacks. Power +3 increases physical damage and impact. Vigor increases endurance and critical damage inflicted on enemies. Soldier might be the play. Dancer. Armored fans, light weapon that you can block with. Explosive projectile that can ignite enemies. Agility increases immobilization damage and physical damage. And still vigor on that. or alchemist. Light weapon. Weapon is infused with frost for a few seconds. We don't normally need buffs that early. Vial that can neutralize any enemy alchemical attacks. This feels very specialized. I feel like starting as an alchemist might be the wrong play. Increases alchemical damage and resistance. Engineering increases armor, the effectiveness of alchemical inflictions, and the chance of finding loot. I feel like alchemist is what you're getting into if you wanted to be like a spell slinger of sorts. Just wanted to yell that. Gotta go. Thanks for dropping in, real. Appreciate it. It feels like playing with arcane. Right, which that normally is never the play. Like, you never do that on your first run because you're not going to know where to get any of the shit that you need.
This machine that is now somehow able to speak and understand what we say to it. C'est terrifiant.
Yeah, we're conscious.
Yes, but it is loyal to you. That's all that matters. If it managed to escape the chateau, it could be your eyes and ears in Paris. And
Thing in your hand is hovering. I think it has a small piece that hooks it to us.
You won't attempt anything foolish. I cannot lose you, Gabrielle. Not now.
So, I know this game was published by Focus Home Interactive, but the developers are actually spiders.
Madame. The king must be stopped.
I don't know
The
what
very
spiders
kingdom
worked
is at
on
stake.
before.
Go and find Vaucanson at his workshop. Ni les Invalides. He surely holds the secret to these tireless automats. And perhaps he will know something about the death of my son.
How am I to leave the chateau grounds, madame?
Go to the riverbank, at the far side of the grounds.
See, at least the
And then you can
emotionless
take a boat to
face of
Paris.
our character is fine. We're an automaton, you know?
You wanted to find Vaucanson? Vraiment? What if he is the one who is responsible for this unrest?
What Vaucanson has done, ma chère, only Vaucanson can undo.
We're in. How we doing, computer? We're actually running the game now. GPU's at 90%. CPU's at 60. We're only using 40% of the RAM. Okay. This game's definitely more intensive on the GPU. Alright. Light attacks. Heavies. So, like, I overheated my circuitry. Interesting. One of the initial things that I'm going to comment on with the dodge. Are we running at 60? Oh, I have the Steam one open. We're running at 58 right now. 57, 59. Okay, so it's pretty close. The dodge, it just looks like I lose, like, I'm not actually losing frames, but it looks like the dodge has skipped frames in its animation. There's our ranged attack. It comes out of our arm. Yeah, see, it looks like it's floating because it's actually attached at the back there. Do those recharge over time? They recharge very quickly, actually. Oh, nope, there's an ammunition that I'm consuming. Good job, me. R3, dodge, light attack, heavy attack. Okay. I have returned, I think. What is this game? This is Steelrising. It's the latest game from the developers called Spiders. It's published by Focus Home Interactive, which I believe are actually now just called Focus Entertainment. And it is a new Soulslike, Soulsian. In which case it is an alternative history of the French Revolution, where the oppressive forces are... Oh, we got a jump button. Okay. The poor are being oppressed down by the rich, creating a whole bunch of robots or automatons, or I think they're called automats in this game. And the only hope that they have is your character, who I believe's name is Aegis. And you are a very special robot in that you are able to speak and you have a personality and you are able to converse. And there's a question of, you know, do you have something that might be akin to emotion? And it is your job to go out and kill everything. Okay, so that's actually a pause menu. How do I get... There we go. Stoken allows Aegis to return to the last Vestal or carriage she visited. It is reusable. Okay. It's a homeward bone. Did you do any reactions today? No, I did not. Guillotine! Yeah, we'll see if there's guillotines in this game. At some point there might be. Okay, we can sprint. Is that loot here or on the other side of the hedge? It's on the other side of the hedge. Okay. Okay. Well, that doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does knock them down pretty good. Yeah, I saw a couple of screenshots from the new Project Eve trailer, and it looks really good. It's got an actual name now, right? It's called, like, Stellar Shooter or something like that. Stellar Blade, that could be it, yeah. Even though I also feel like Project Eve is actually just a fine name. Oh, I got ammo back from something. Do I get it from killing things? Did I reset you? I don't know. The name sucks. Project Eve. Yeah. People will probably be still calling it Project Eve because Stellar Blade is not a very good name. Oh, Eve, you answered my question earlier. Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper, Fairy Legends of Avalon, The Testament to Sherlock's Home, Of Orcs and Men, Mars Warlogs, The Technomancer, Greedfall 1 and 2 are the ones they... And they are the ones who also made Bound by Flame. Spiders made all of that? Really? Why does it look like my character's animation is, like, not very smooth? I realize I'm a robot, right? And maybe that's what they were wanting, is that we'll make the animation be kind of chunky looking. Well, chunky's not the word I want. Choppy looking. It looks choppy. Well, that was cool. How'd I do that? It is a bit jank. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that is feeling that way. Spiders must have more than one development team, then. Activating Vestals. Activating Vestal creates a checkpoint where Aegis will be repaired if she breaks. Here, Aegis. It's a bonfire. Okay. Let me double check to make sure there wasn't anything else. No, okay. Spiders must have more than one development team, though, because they announced Greedfall 2 a while back, and I can't imagine that... Excuse me? Interesting. Okay. Anima Essence. I need 1,000 for my next level. Okay. Module slot, and then I need keys for those. We can... Oh, wait. We can try out the next, the DLC weapon. The boutique. What is the boutique? Oh, just a place to buy stuff? Okay. So we can buy the other starting gear. Modules that won't be any use to us until we can upgrade our stuff. Weapon B, discus chain. We have no hat yet. Oil bullets are our Estus flasks. And ordinary oil vials are extras. Essence of a lesser spirit, that is Rainy Day Souls. Okay. Game looks like a PC game from 1998, but modern. Like they remade a game from 1998. Well, Spiders and also in turn Focus Home Interactive, they're, I don't want to say they're quality level, but they're like, you're rolling some serious dice with Spiders and Focus Home Interactive. You are rolling some dice. They are the middle of the middle. They are not indie and they are nowhere near the top. Yeah, they are like the AA developers of AA developers. Like, you'll have really high quality AA experiences, and you'll, like, looking at things like A Plague's Tale or Senua's Sacrifice or even Timesia, although Timesia was that studio's very first game that came out. Music seems a little loud on it. That was that studio's very first game. And so you have like AAA, AA, and indie, and AA, you have the higher crest of it, which is things like Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. But obviously for someone to be at the top, someone has to be in the bottom, and someone needs to be in the middle. And most of Spider's work is sitting in the middle. We got 3 rogues, contributors for 420 channel points, most kills to myself, most assists to Hall Rendier. Like, it doesn't look bad. It just has that look. I don't know how to explain it. It has that look like it needed a little bit more money and a little bit more time. That said, Focus Entertainment, they're putting out so many games. Like, they're publishing so many games right now, which isn't bad in the slightest. But a lot of their games are like lower budget, like semi-decent end productions that, I guess we can try the Necromancer, that are almost always like 7 out of 10 experiences. And they normally all do well. They normally all make their money back, which is probably what their target is. I'm still mad about the Crash remakes. Oh, speaking about remade games, I tried out the Crash games and got, like, Crash Bandicoot? seem to, like, have an execute move that just works if the enemy isn't activated yet. The gravity and edges are all fucked up. Yeah, I heard about that, actually. That the original games, well, all of the games, they have some sections that are very, how do I change weapons? There it is. This functions like a meteor hammer. The original games, they have some sections where it has extremely precise jump windows. Like, the spot where you can land is super narrow, and something happened in the remakes to where those narrow ones are now even harder to hit, which makes very little sense to me, but weird. Okay. How does this thing work? Okay. So one of the other things I'll comment on is that it has combos, but if you don't get the timing right, you don't get a combo. Your attack just stops. The edge of every platform feels rounded and you just slide off. Interesting. Is there more than one? No, okay. That missed. That's unfortunate. Wait, how did he heal? Overheating and rapid cooling. Actions consume endurance. When Aegis runs out of endurance or gears overheat, you can no longer perform the following actions. Attack, jump, dodge, sprint. When overheated, you can trigger rapid cooling, which you can instantly restore an amount of endurance depending on your timing. However, this inflicts frost damage. Using it too soon after overheating will prolong the overheating. Okay. Why did he heal? Did he heal off of hitting me or something else? No, he definitely didn't heal from hitting me. There was two. Oh, okay. That makes a bit more sense. I've heard that the Spyro remakes were really good, though. That those didn't get messed up, thankfully. I don't actually know what is the right direction here. Oh, Jesus. That is not the direction that it sounded like you were coming from. I hit the wrong one, but that's fine. Yo! Hi, Star. How are you doing? some more grenades. Is that a box? What would a Souls game be without loot? Oh, we got a hat. Look how proper. +1 armor, +1% balance, 3% flame resistance, and 1% full resistance? Alright. Really wish Insomniac and Naughty Dog never sold their original licenses. I mean, they've both basically sold out to Sony at this point, so... Are they actually purchased? Hey, I see you have some problems. Need your trusty friend Clippy to help? When did we get a Clippy emote? Is that a Twitch wide emote? You know, options, game, no, video. I'm gonna put this down to 1080p at 60 hertz. I'm gonna... Oh, you just changed all of my shit around. You garbage. I can't tell if that actually looks any smoother or not. Maybe a little bit. It's just so chunky looking. So choppy. I understand we're a robot, but... I like that I put all my shit back. It's awfully nice of them. That's not the right size. The game is also now running at 4 FPS. After doing that. So, that's cool. We're gonna try to get back to that bonfire and save. And then we'll just restart the game. You tried to fix it, and like in true dad fashion, you broke it worse. Feels rough. I mean, honestly, I can't tell that much of a difference between what we were doing before and now. It's just a little choppy, you know? I mean, you were getting some amazing stills. I am. How do I actually save this game? I stopped at the bonfire, and I'm hoping that that is how we save. One moment, please. Journal, maybe? You're You're probably right, Eve. It was in my menu earlier at the bottom. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hang on. We have to fight real hard to get anywhere. Help me! It's fine. It's fine. All right. Let's try again. It really didn't like that. Did you end up finishing Timesia, Eve? I did play and finish Cult of the Lamb. Honestly, extremely addictive game and so much fun, but also sadly a bit basic. Yeah, that's the complaint that I heard. Well, I'll call it a complaint. I don't know if it's really what it should be described as. Is that a lot of people were disappointed that everything, like, it's a pretty fun and decent like city sim or city management game, and also a pretty fun and decent action roguelike RPG, but because both of those things exist, it makes each side feel more lean than it could have been or should have been. And the game, once you hit like 16 hours and have largely played it, there's just nothing else there to really go for. I did finish it, yeah? Okay. You did all the side missions? You normally do, but I'm asking for the sake of conversation anyway. I might have read that, but admittedly over the last couple of weeks, things have been so crazy that this game loads and loads, man. Oh, man. Oh, hey, we're locked at 30 FPS now. Do I try to change it? Wait, it says you're supposed to be VSync to 59 hertz. You are definitely running at 30. And like a locked 30. What are you doing? This fucking game. Oh my god. You know, it's funny though, is the 30 FPS makes our choppy movement look a little bit more natural. I'm still not a fan. Some minor problems here and there, but overall very polished. My main issues was hitboxes on certain enemies, abilities, or weak spots. So once I got the bow plague, every other plague weapon just seemed bad. Yeah, I used the bow plague. You know, I guess that's still the bow plague weapon. Basically until the end of the game. And then would change my other one here and there. But the bow never really left once I got it. There are a lot of stats down there. Physical damage, special move damage, health, balance, endurance, critical hit multiplier, loot multiplier, huh? Interesting. There is a loot multiplier stat in here. That's a lot more armor from one level of engineering. I don't know how much of a difference armor makes at this point, but 1 point in engineering gives an extra 20 armor when we're starting with 31. Whereas like a point in power only gives us 2 physical damage. 4% of each resistance. I'm going to take that point in engineering because that just seems like a lot. It gives 20 every level. Jeez. I wonder if, like, I don't know how relevant that stat is. This 30 FPS. What the fuck? Like, I want to reload again for the sake of trying to get our 59 hertz back. But at the same time, the game loads so damn slow. I can have it in windowed mode. Let's fucking try it. Let's hide this taskbar for a second. Taskbar behaviors. Automatically hide taskbar. Okay, thanks. Then we'll drag this up here. Why are you this way? Like, why won't you go up to the top of the screen? You're still at 30. Oh, I just healed what I didn't need to. This is going great. Real good start, you know? Real good start. Okay, I'm gonna change it back to borderless windowed mode. Is there a setting in advanced video anywhere? No. Alright, we're gonna go back to borderless windowed, 4K. We'll just disable VSync for a second. Oh. Alright, it's at 40 frames now. We're doing great. I shouldn't have fucked with shit. Oh, man. Okay, put that back up to 59. And you're now sitting at... Great. You went from 45 frames to 27 when we activated VSync. What? And to think, we had turned shit up. Why is your settings in the red? I don't know. They're always in the red. It doesn't even matter if I turn it down to low. It was in the gray earlier. I know. I don't understand. Help me. Reset? I'm going to in just a second. NVIDIA DLSS. Let's get us some NVIDIA DLSS up in here and see what it gives us. Let's go balanced. I'm still not getting 60 anymore. I'm at 51 now. You know, it makes me wonder if it was lying to me before and it wasn't actually at 60 earlier and the Steam FPS counter was just lying. Because they do that sometimes. Options. Game. Reset. Make the subtitles large again. Thanks. Audio we didn't touch. Reset that. VSync not 29.5. Thank you. Reset that. Advanced video. Reset all of that. You put it down to low. You jerk. NVIDIA DLSS. What if we go performance? You got us no additional frames, DLSS. Thank you. Options. Advanced video. Wait, recommended for 8K gameplay only. What? Who the fuck's gaming in 8K right now? What if we go quality? What does that do? Putting it to quality gave us 55 frames. You're lying. That's not 55 frames. That's 40 frames. Spiders. What come on. What are we doing? What are we doing right now? All right, this is 55-ish, it says. We'll see. Step down 4K, 8K is coming. Nobody needs 8K. Nobody has a monitor big enough to need 8K yet. That is just unnecessary. We are nowhere close to being in an 8K world. I can understand capturing footage in 8K, like if you have an 8K camera, but because the idea would be that you'll capture in 8K and then you can cut in, like zoom in and cut in the footage to 4K without any loss in quality. So I can understand recording in 8K, but not playing a game in 8K. Examine. You need a tool. I am a tool. I've already done this a couple of times. It is interesting that you don't actually need to be right next to a target to backstab them, essentially. To sneak attack them. Because that guy before by the bonfire, I was sneak attacking him from the from the side. Yeah. Oh. It's a dead, dead man who's floating over top of the ground. His head's not touching the mud. Yeah. His model's just kind of floating there. Quality. Only the highest. I don't think oh, I do have a module slot. Slightly increases health, sure. So I do end up getting the game, which at this point I am doubting. Don't fuck with the settings. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. And I will tell you from a first impression level here, I'm not feeling like you should get this game. Unless you really just want to experience it for yourself. Is that an enemy? No, that's a bonfire. Like, I'm still...
Scarred, killed by the automats that replaced them.
I'm still pretty committed to playing all the way through it, but my expectations going forward have changed. Capitan de Gros. Governor de Offred confirms that no command was given to replace your company with a detachment of automats. I therefore urge you, until further notice, to keep your distance from these machines, and to inform me of any signs of hostility. Do not engage unless Her Majesty the Queen is in danger. Reinforcements are en route. Lieutenant Colonel de Boschman, second in command of Place de Saint Cloud. Well, that went well for you. Defeat the unstable automat to activate this Vestal. You're gonna make me beat a boss to get a bonfire? That's just rude. Ow. Oh, that caught me. That sucks. Oh, you stabbed twice now. How do I change weapons again? This guy doesn't, like, care when you hit him at all. Ow. Oh, he shot me too. Aegis is broken. Fuck. At least this game is honest with you about how you get his bonfires. I guess. If you want this bonfire, you better beat this boss. Sorry, I was on a rant. I hope it was an enjoyable rant.
Was it good for you?
Damn it. Makes more sense than just appearing to where you beat the boss. I actually adore that a little bit. Oh, thankfully the run, at least at this juncture, isn't severe. All right, let's go again, buddy. Oh, rude! Damn, it caught me in my dodge still. Oh, I did not get to pick up my stuff. Very well. Damn. That was jarring. Loading into the new, like, reloading. Oh, I see that you see me. I'm glad to know that you do not care when I hit you. Stream Raiders. More than meets the eye. This looks fun. It's pretty rough so far, Star, and not in the most enjoyable way. I've played a lot of Souls games. Are you going to play the Lies of P when it comes out? Almost assuredly, yeah. Most Souls games I'm always interested in. That's why we played Timesia when it came out like a month ago, and that's why we're playing this when it came out on Thursday of last week. So, like, we're normally super into the Souls games, but this one is definitely, at least on first juncture, a little bit more janky than a lot of the other ones that we've played. It's pretty nice looking, but that's about as far as it goes in that aspect so far. But we'll keep going. It has roots in Greedfall and Bound to Flame. Right, and like I've heard good things and bad things about Greedfall. I've not heard very much at all about Bound and Flame because it's older. So, but Greedfall I've definitely heard. Man, our FPS is just not holding. Oh man. Like, it's trying, but maybe if I drop this down to low, put this on balanced, see if we can get some. It still won't get up to 60. How is it worse now? How did the frame rate go down by dropping the graphics settings? Oh, you did see me. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I was that low. Because it isn't optimized to go down that much. I guess fucking not. I wonder if I should get one of the blocking weapons. I wonder if they do any better. Okay, well, if you're going to give me less frames on low settings, I'll go back up to normal. But yeah, we're hoping to complete this game in like a week. I did check the how long to beat for it. It's obviously not many people have logged their info on how long to beat yet, so but the current completion time for the game is 8 to 12 hours. So we could get it done in 3 streams. Because Solstice comes out and I want to play that too. Alright. Hey, you. I am almost out of stamina. Fuck. Wonder if it'd be better to stick to you. Like, get real nice up and close on that. Fuck. Come on. Ow. Man, I don't feel like I do nearly enough damage to this guy. I need to get some distance to get more ground that we can fuck around in. Oh, he kicked me! What a dick! Oh, shit. Ow. Shit. We overheated. Got him. Module keys. You obtain a module key. Aegis has several slots for modules that augment her stats and alter the behavior of certain mechanics. The slots have levels that allow Aegis to fit increasingly powerful modules. To unlock a slot with the module key you have just obtained, go to the upgrades menu at a Vestal. You can equip modules at any time from the module menu. Back to our previous conversation. Focus Home Interactive is the middle of the middle. Like Devolver Digital is the middle of the bottom indie games. Really? Yeah, okay. They're like the indie factory, right? Like they're like the depending on the moment, they're the Walmart or Target of indie games. You can always get a shitload of stuff from them, and it's like all right stuff, but it's not like great shit either. You're just like, all right, I guess, you know, it does what I need it to. I can't tell if that armor helped us at all. I can get another 20 armor by putting another slot into engineering. Is there a way? Hang on. If I go into this statistics. Will you tell? No. I was hoping that I would get a menu to be able to highlight those things down there, and you'd tell me what the armor stat is. But that's just guide. None of these involve stats. All right. Codex? I'm guessing not. Nope. Notes. Nope. Alright. Wouldn't you like to know if armor is useful or not? That's a cool looking map though. Alright, anyway. Also, forward to a later topic, my main problem with Thymesia also included every single enemy having hyper armor, but only during their attacks, and was staggerable to all hell if they weren't in the middle of a counterattack themselves. Yeah, I think that's because they really, really wanted you to use the parry system. They called it deflect or whatever it was in Thymesia. It was a parry, right? And that's why that enemies had such massive armor, is because they wanted you to use the deflect system. And if you liked the deflect system, like I did, it felt fantastic. If you didn't, then it would definitely feel worse. So like, and you know, that could be an accessibility question to present and stuff like that, in that like it's a very narrow design. Like, you either embrace the deflect system, or the game is just not going to be as good as it was for those that did embrace the deflect system. Man, 3 damage just does not feel like much, but I also didn't feel like I did that guy anything. The deflect felt cheap and easy since both odor fights for me was 99% deflect and claw and very little else. I think that's also kind of what they wanted, is the deflect was kind of like a offensive defense style of gameplay that was available to you. Hi. I'm sure glad you didn't activate during the fight. Is his body still here? It is. I really like that, unless you really put points into opening the deflection window, the deflect dealt damage, which I just thought was cool, right? I thought that was a... Do I need to do it at... Oh, I think they said I need to do it at a Vestal. You know, I'm going to go sit at that Vestal again real quick, and then we'll go over there. Okay. We've beat a boss, right? Required... Oh, here we go. Requires a key unlock. There we go. So we've beat a boss. I'm going to try something real quick in terms of the game's performance, okay? So, bear with me, because it might end up meaning that we're reloading this game. But we'll see. Oh, I wish I knew which screen this was. No, my 4K monitor is screen 1. I wanted to know which monitor was my 1080p screen. You say you're doing, like, you're a liar. You're a liar. It's a bit better. You can't see it, though, can you? You're looking at my Steam right now. Oh, God. I am kind of annoyed that in Borderless Window, I can't change the resolution to 1080, though. That's not normal. That it doesn't have an adaptive frame rate in 1080. In Borderless Windowed. Got some air attacks. We should try those. I feel like that's normal without forcing your own display to shrink down to 1080. Not in my experience. Maybe what I can do is... you can increase the field of view by an unknown metric. With a lot of games, if I don't want to run the game in 4K, I can still be in Borderless Windowed and put it down to 1080. And that'll normally still look pretty good. Aha, here we go. So if we do this... Oh! It didn't like that. It didn't like that one bit. Ah. Ah. My word. I just want the game to run smoothly. Apparently that's way too much to ask. So in the resolution scaling, we can drop the resolution down so that it should be easier for the game to render, which in turn should mean that we'll get a smoother, more locked frame rate. I hope. Focus Entertainment also has seemingly 58 games on Steam. Damn. They have a lot of games coming out too. They got some games coming out that I also think look pretty sick. I'm not having a ton of hope with our current experience because this is going great. Like Plague Tale? Yeah, like Plague Tale. I am really sad that Witcher Sense is in that game though. Like really sad. All right, options. Maybe if we do it in here. There we go. Maybe if we do it in this screen rather than in the game, it'll behave. All right, so we're now rendering the game at 1080p. Which is fine. We're back in white quality or gray or whatever. All right, let's load that save and see what happens. Greedfall 2 might be a dice roll, though, with how this is going. Then again, the publishers are very different from developers. True. And it's interesting because with Greedfall 2 coming out, like, next year, doesn't it? It comes out in, like, February, I think. Or just in 2023 in general. I don't believe... Spiders probably has more than one development team now. And I imagine that the development team that did Steelrising is not the development team that is working on Greedfall 2. It's not unusual for studios to have more than one dev team if they're doing well enough, right? And so I imagine that that might be the case. And so if that is the case, shield musket. Alchemical hand cannon and alchemical afflictions. You have acquired a hand cannon. Just like your enemies, Aegis' own weapons can cause alchemical damage. Frost, flame, and fulmination when she uses alchemical capsules with each attack. Chemical damage fills a gauge. When full, triggers an affliction. Fire, you are lit on fire. Okay, you can extinguish the fire by dodging. Frost freezes the target on the spot. You can thaw faster by attacking. Fulmination electrocutes its target with each hit taken, causing additional damage. Francie! Thank you, Twitch notifications. You have once again failed me in watching one of my favorite play a new cool-looking game. Oh man, you didn't miss much. Don't worry. I will say we already killed a boss, but we've been fighting the game performance-wise for a while now. Can I switch and now just hit the shit out of this thing? Alright, that was cool. Yeah, we've had major performance issues. And it's not been on my side. Like, I'm like, alright, we're sitting at like 65% GPU usage. We're doing okay. And the game's running at 4 FPS. And I'm like, And it's like, what if I drop the resolution down? 6 FPS, and I'm like, I don't feel like we're getting better yet. Well, that feels very powerful to freeze an enemy and then to just charge up a full strength heavy attack. Yeah, Eve's right, Francie. Like, we tried to lower some of the graphic setting down. We were like, all right, we'll put textures to low. We'll drop the graphic setting down. Maybe we'll be able to get some more consistent performance in it. And we lost frames. And we were like, you gotta be joking. Okay, this has a lot more armor on it. An insane amount of armor. And we lose 1% balance and a little bit of flame resistance. I don't know what balance does yet, so give me that armor. Chunk up that armor stat, baby. We'll lose a bit of flame resistance. We'll gain some armor, some electric resistance, and some endurance. Sure. Such a cool trailer, too. It's really unfortunate you can't experience it in a good build. Well, the developers that it's from don't have the best track record, so it's not really that surprising. But oh, what the fuck are you? Was there anything actually back there? I got distracted by the crazy snake enemy. No, I don't see anything. Dumb question. Your ear pods, are they in the right way? Since that came from the opposite direction. You know, they're in the right way. They are definitely in the right way. The sound in this game might be a bit questionable, though. I mean, there's a chance that maybe these need swamped? It shouldn't matter, though, but... maybe I need to do this. Hang on. Are those IEMs, friend? They are IEMs. There we go. I don't know if all right, well that sounds correct now, so maybe they were backwards. Does this have a charge shot? It does. Oh, it's like an AoE. Ow. Worth the cost of admission? Same with the other enemy that stuck up on you. I probably did have him backwards, Eve. This is a new pair, so I probably didn't have them connected correctly. Worth the cost of admission because I totally want that full sound in my ears because headsets give me headaches. I totally understand. So I already had a set of IEMs for my drum set. And let me get you the let me grab you a couple things real quick. One, I need to scroll back up here. Damn, I can't reach it. I can't reach that link from Comfy Ren. Shit. I'll have to go back and get it. And these are the IEMs that I'm currently using and the IEMs I use on my drum set. I strongly recommend them. They're really cheap and really, really good. And I follow a couple of... I can get it for you. Where do you want it? Can you DM it to me, Eve? That'd be really helpful. I follow a couple audio files on YouTube just because they make, like, really good videos. Even though, like, I'm not super into, like, audio file shit. But they do make some good, like, enjoyable videos. And they've all said, like, you know, these KZ Pros are insanely good for being $23. And I've used them on my drum set. I've been using them on stream, and yeah, they're really good. They're really, really good. Do recommend. For that price, you totally try them out. Yeah. Like, they are so cheap that you're like, I kind of can't, you know, go wrong with at least trying them. One thing that I will say, and this is just kind of an important note for Nemesis Clause, you just acquired a compass. You can assign a compass to the quick access belt so you can use it anytime. Okay. One of the things that I will also say, though, and this is true for any earbuds, but especially for IEMs, is to definitely change the nibs. This little plastic piece. Experiment with the sizes to where they actually fit properly in your ears. You should do that for any headphones, like even the little shitty cheapo headphones that come with like your phone and shit. But it's really important to do it with IEMs. Do we get a new weapon? Nemesis Claws. Ooh. Neat. Okay, I like that the heart attacks combo a lot better. We'll try these out. Gotcha. If they have nibs and such, I'll play. Yeah, it comes with like, there's nibs are there nibs already on them out of the box? I don't remember. But they come with like 4 or 5 different size nibs. Companions. In the name of the nation, our honor demands that we stop our work. The king threatens to send his foreign regiments into the capital. Shall we continue to build a vain lantern while our brothers are slaughtered 4 leagues from St. Cloud? The time has come to put down our tools and take up arms. To Paris! Equality or death. Freedom will recognize its own. Can I not get to the top of this? Maybe I can. Can I grab onto that? Given the way that that looks, I feel like I'm supposed to be able to keep going in some form. Maybe not. Can I shoot that? No. Definitely can't. Can I climb this? No. Okay. Maybe I don't get up there. I can't tell if there's anything up there. Yeah, I can't tell if there's anything up there. One of my ears is shaped totally different from the other. Yeah, like if one needs like a medium nib and
is just beyond
there
this
is
wood.
something up there. I see a chest. I must get a grappling hook later. What modern game doesn't have a grappling hook? You're right. You're right. Oh, interesting. Can you go away? I like that. All right. Let me know what direction I'm supposed to go without it permanently being all over the place. Oh, it's like a shotgun shot when I do it. Fire, fire, fire. Woo! Ow. Yeah, I seem to regain a little bit of ammo every time I kill something. Search for basic in-ears, 320 for Sennheiser. Yeah. Sennheiser are expensive. That's like, Some of the I don't follow much Escape from Tarkov anymore because I'm not playing it right now because I'm waiting for them to get more relevant content. Damn. But a couple of the Tarkov streamers that I follow and stuff, they swear by... I want to say that the company's called like 64 Audio or something like that. It's meant to be like 64 degrees of audio. They do custom IEMs. Is this the boss already as a basic enemy? He's smaller, but he's definitely the boss. I think they're called 64 Audio, and they take molds. Well, they send you the stuff to take a mold of your ears so that you can get IEMs that are perfectly molded to your ears, which, like, you know, that's cool. That's cool and all. However, like, their cheapest pack is like $1,500 for completely custom IEMs. And I'm like, you know, that's probably a reasonable price, but they're like, yeah, you should get some and you should use my affiliate link. And I'm like, man, fuck you. How about no? Speaking about that, I actually wanting whoever was doing the Star City and hardcore playthrough was actually bummed he did the Tarkov content for the moment the wipe was there. And I've forgotten his name since he went back to Tarkov content. Somebody that was doing Star Citizen that went and did Tarkov content. I mean, a lot of the Tarkov players, Deadly Slob is probably who you're talking about. Deadly Slob. Yeah. 15 gold and 1 vampire, either which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills go to myself. Most assists go into Athena Latina. Yeah. Deadly Slob. Yeah. I like his stuff a lot. I still occasionally watch some of his Tarkov videos. Tarkov's in a terrible spot right now, though. Tarkov is I can't even recommend Tarkov right now. You might see more Star Citizen stuff from them soon, Eve, because everyone is getting really tired of Tarkov right this minute. What did you miss? The wipe didn't add any new content, not really. And it added new problems. And on top of the new problems and lack of new content, the cheating problem has gotten immensely worse. Yeah, a lot of people quit super early in the wipe just because it was like, man, like, the factory expansion wipe didn't add a whole lot either, but it did add scav karma, and scav karma definitely felt like enough for a wipe because so many of us just went all in on scav karma. But the only things this wipe really added was the lighthouse expansion and the goon squad. But the goon squads are so overwhelmingly powerful. You have enough materials to upgrade the Buret. Once you the Vastal... Oh, okay. We can upgrade our Estus Flask. The Goon Squad are so overwhelmingly broken that they're not an interesting boss. And the additional lighthouse content is a few loot rooms and not much else. You can go out to the lighthouse itself now, which is neat on itself, but there's not a lot to do out there. And the new quests were completely stonewalled by the new keys and the lack of ability to get the keys in any meaningful way that didn't feel completely asinine. So all of those things combined, and then with the new performance issues, heavier amounts of desync, and an increase in the sheer amounts of cheating, has just pushed a lot of people away from Tarkov, and they're just like, I don't know what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna hopefully find something else. Frost pistols are very, very powerful. It creates like a frost shield. Interesting. I don't have the tools still. I think the last thing I did was grind scam karma, buy all the keys, and like 50% of it thick without even getting the level of from private clinic. That looks like a new area. Pier. I don't want to go that way yet. I want to see what's over here before we jump over a wall that we can't come back through. Well, that's still working, so I'm gonna still do it for now. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Gonna need you to calm down there, Firebrand. Falchion and Saber. They're giving us a lot of weapons really quickly. It's not bad at all. Just observation. Blade Tornado. That used a lot of our stamina, though. Holy crap. Alright, alright. Oh, it's only got a 2-hit combo for its heavies. Alright. Can I cut this? Yes. Can I go in here? No. I honestly think I'd rather want more weapons early than upgrade them, given new underpowered levels sprinkled throughout the entire game. I agree, because then it's like, oh, you gave me a bunch of options early on, so I can decide which ones I want to use early. Locked. There's I believe I saw another door to this area that was also blocked, so. Yeah, because then you can try out more weapons, decide what you actually want to dump resources in. I agree. Okay, I guess we go to the pier now. I mean, I guess I can check this. Take a boat to Paris. Okay. Come back another time. Is there a boss on the pier?
This boat will take me to Paris.
I'm gonna get my ass beat. Interesting, the boss can be frozen. Well, given that this works, this boss isn't going to be much of a challenge. Okay. That was flashy. Yes, it was. I was disappointing the end. Well, freeze is really strong, considering they just sit there and let you give a free hit. And I just got these, and this did a shitload of damage. It does eat a ton of stamina. It looks great, but that made his health quickly not matter by being able to get away from him, shoot him until he freezes, and then go up and beat the bejesus out of him. Like, it's a lot. I can't imagine that that's gonna work on too many bosses, right?
This boat will take me to Paris.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Paris in just a moment. Why did I lose frames when it loaded up the voice line to say that we were going to Paris? Asking for a friend, friend being me. And before it works on all of them, it... Oh no. Well, we can't go back. And we don't have the tool to open up these gates. Can I open it from this side? Nope, I still need a tool to open that. All right. I still can't believe that the boss was susceptible to freezing. I would like to point out that we are rendering the game at 1080p. I am using 50% of my graphics card. I'm not even using the whole thing. We're using 50% of our graphics card and 30% of our CPU, and I still can't get 60 frames. I still can't. It's fine. I'm not angry, you're angry. Big yikes. I got 60 frames right. Nope, I lied. I was like, I got 60 frames on the loading screen. The loading screen dropped down to 53 FPS. This cutscene right now is running at 43. Damn. Performance leaves a lot to be desired. Can I get a Vestal? I need to spend some upgrades. It's like, no, you need to fight another boss first. I thought that literally was a bonfire for a second. Feckin' 120 FPS and 8K out here. What game even has an 8K setting? I mean, this one apparently does, because it's like, only use this if you're gaming in 8K, and we all went, what? What game has 8K textures? Immobilization. Aegis' light weapons are able to inflict immobilization damage, as shown in the immobilization gauge. When the gauge is filled, the enemy is temporarily immobilized, leaving them open to a critical hit. What? Well, here's our Vestal. PS5 games? I don't know. I don't think PS5 games have 8K textures. 4K, sure. Although most of them still can't get over 4K 30. We're still not seeing 4K 60 in most circumstances. Why can't I sell these? Whatever. Purchase a compass. Why would I want to buy another compass? Frosted fans. Okay. So these you're able to imbue them with ice, is what it is. I can buy module keys. They are quite expensive. I need a level 2 module for this. Increases balance during charge attacks. I'm guessing balance is basically poise to make it harder for us to get knocked out of our attacks. One more key and I could get a level 2 module. Okay. I can't upgrade any weapons because I'm missing bronze ingots. Okay. The upgrades to the weapons is pretty considerable, though. Like, plus 11 damage. That's way more than putting a level into strength. Or power, I guess is what it's called. Okay, I have one of these to increase my Estus to 3. Do that. Yeah, power gives me 1 point of physical damage. 1 whole point. Upgrading the weapon gives me 11 points. But 1 point of power gives me 1 point. Interesting. I feel like the play is still engineering. Increasing the loot multiplier, increasing armor, increasing the affliction multiplier. If I'm able to freeze more bosses the way that we just cheese-assed that second boss, then that's going to be... unfortunately, like, the play. How much does it cost to upgrade a weapon? 1,500 anima essence and 1 bronze ingot. So it does cost more than a level, but the bonus is pretty considerable. Sure wish NA could get collector's editions of Star Ocean 6 and Valkyrie Elysium like Japan is offering. Square Enix doesn't like the West anymore. Cerulean. So, I mean, like, we're never getting anything because Square Enix doesn't like us anymore. What else can I upgrade? You're saying there's other upgrades in there. Oh, it's because I could buy more module slots if I wanted to. I don't have very many modules, though, so I don't care. I didn't really see any modules for sale either. Feck! Give me 60 FPS, you jerk! NVIDIA themselves have specific or support special settings in 26 games, all 8K.
Locate Monsieur de Vaucanson's workshop. from an elevated position.
Well, that was pretty cool. Wait, where are you going? It was like I was going to reset. You only gave me 1 bullet, you jerk. Oh, well, that gave me 9. There's a lot of goodies with Star Ocean 6. Is there anything... I realize this is a subjective question, but is there anything good in those goodies? Like, I'm pretty picky when it comes to collector's editions. I don't care very much for OSTs or art books. Well, art books can be good. You were just, like, hardcore inactive, I guess. I see a doggy. It's just my baby doggy. Ow. Fire, fire, fire. I overheated. Five-disc OST. Okay, that's a pretty considerable OST then. I gotta remember that I can jump. Can I jump up onto this building? No, okay. I don't know how to tell if it's something that I can climb or not. Because some things I can grab onto. But, like, it's a pretty considerable jump button. You're gonna give me this badass jump button, but not let me jump over this fence? Okay. I question that choice, but by all means. Oh. Nice. It doesn't seem like usual sample select OST. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed with the OST that you get out of the Final Fantasy VII Collector's Edition. You do get a pretty badass statue, though. It's a Play Arts Kai, and I don't really like Play Arts Kai that much, just because I feel like action figure statues, the elbows always look terrible. But it comes with the Fenrir and stuff, and that was really cool. So I wasn't too unhappy with it. Can't climb in there. That was a gate that I can't open. There's an automaton in there. Or Automata, as they're being called. There's a guy down there. I'll probably jump over to get to him. Don't want to just yet. You saw me. How dare you? Oh. They survived with a magic pixel. That was almost real bad. Damn, our health vial heals a lot. Good lord. Oh. Oh. Okay, got rid of the dogs at least. You know, it's been an exact year since Deathloop came out, and I kind of forgot all about it. I mean, most of the reviewers that I normally trust in terms of, like, I often will share their opinion, weren't very impressed with Deathloop. And on top of that, like, I feel like that game's marketing betrayed it. In that it was overhyped and over-marketed to the point that it could never live up to the sheer amount of marketing that it was given. I know some people really liked it, but it definitely seems like there was also a pretty healthy number of people that didn't. I see you there. That move is so good. If you can find an opportunity to use it, man, it just really gets in there on the damage. Think it oversaturated itself with marketing? Yeah. Every single gaming event that wasn't a Nintendo Direct, I was like, you're gonna see Deathloop there. You're gonna see more Deathloop there. You're just gonna see more Deathloop there. It was at every major announcement. Can I freeze you? I know I can, actually. Like, I know that all that marketing. I don't know if I have any water to give you. Hey, a bronze ingot. Hells yeah. We can upgrade a weapon. Probably upgrade these. A special attack on it's so good if you're able to get it off.
Water, s'il vous plaît.
Something to quench your thirst.
What did I give her? I don't recall picking up water.
Take this for your trouble.
I mean, thanks, I guess. I should actually try these grenades, shouldn't I? We've been given a few. We've found a few different grenades. We should try one. I'm such a vanilla-ass fucking Souls-like player, though. Like, I'm just like, yeah, mano a mano. I'm gonna dodge and block an attack, and you're gonna dodge and block an attack, and this is gonna be a great time for me. You're new. Boom, bitch. Here, have another one. Okay, enemies don't stop when you pause. Oh, God. Can I throw another one at him immediately? I can. The reason I was wanting to pause is I was wanting to just equip the other grenades. Oh, a frost grenade. That's probably busted as all get out. If it fills up the frost bar, essentially, those grenades are insane. Might be why I only have one of them currently. Let's see what a petrification grenade does. That guy was chunky, though. We can upgrade our weapons next time we get back to a Vestal. I feel like we should be seeing one soon. Soon-ish, anyway. Granite cobblestone. And a flame grenade. This granite cobblestone, is it just a rock? Yep, it's a pebble. It's pebble strat. So really what that means is we have to see if it does damage. Pebble strat. It does 1 damage. Oh, they knocked me out of that. Petrification grenades. And we'll try the flame grenade on big Wompy Man over here. He's on fire! Don't do that. That looked like it hurt a lot. If you give it some time. The fire does quite some damage. It's probably burnt 3 health bars away if each bar is 100. I don't know if that's actually the case, but okay, you didn't care. Oh. Alright. Ow. Oh, I can climb that one. Alright. We have a lot of temporary vials. Dun 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 dun. I curse you. It's interesting though, because I feel like Deathloop came out at a good time for it to find success, because it came out in the middle of the pandemic, and there's a lot of games that didn't end up coming out during the pandemic, and we're really seeing and feeling that right now, of that all of the games that really got heavily pushed and delayed during the pandemic are all coming out rapid fire over and over and over again. The end of this year and the beginning of next year are just so full of releases. One monk that can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills and most assists going to myself. Second most kills going to Deranged Angel. Hallrendier tying me with most assists, and everyone else tying up second on assists. Third place kills going to Ambivert Sloth and Spiky Hair Slime. Going random in 3, 2, 1. And Zeech with the monk. Back to the map. All right. Return to the jank. Chest over here. A fire chain, huh? I'm assuming that the fire chain is going to basically be... Yep, it is exactly the other weapon that we got, the DLC weapon, but you can light it on fire. The fire seems to last a decent amount of time, at least. You can see it ticking down around the box of the weapon. I still feel like most, if an enemy is susceptible to frost, that will still be the better choice in the vast majority of circumstances. Just because getting to attack them basically for free is just so strong. There we go. Open up the shortcut back to the Vestal. Let's go. I don't think I actually want to use this fire chain. We're going to stick with the Falchion and Saber for now because it just seems real good, especially if you can get the special attack off. Upgrades. Weapons. Special move increases its damage by 10 and increases the basic attack by 11. These are an agility weapon. Interesting. So if we increase our agility, then we might see better stats out of them. Alright, well. Bronze ingot and cast iron. So, where is agility? Sure enough, if we put points in agility, it increases this weapon's attack. Alright. We don't have enough anything to do that, but that's fine. Oh, right, enemies respawned. I was like, why is there a dude here? Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Oh, well. It's fine. We can actually put our... Put that there, put that there, put that there. Yeah, it seems alright for now. Moving along. You saw me? Bullshit. Ow. Ow. Oh, ow. Oh, we did kill the other one. Okay. Will you drop off of there? Nope, you will go back to the stairs. Enemies are chunky, man. At least in this game, they don't refresh their HP while walking back like in Tamesia. I found that annoying more than complaint, though. I felt like that was an interesting mechanic, like especially for me personally, because it counters my style of play so immensely. Because oftentimes I will be the more patient fighter. I'll just kind of hang out and stuff, right, and circle around you and watch you and wait longer than might be necessary for my opening to appear and stuff. And Tamesia was like, oh, hell no, motherfucker. If you want to do that, you better close out some of that health with some claw attacks. And I was like, oh. I meant when they just refresh their health, even claw damage. Oh, you pulled them a little too far. Yeah, there was some that their patrol path, like their reset points, were strangely limited. Like, they would patrol to a point, and if you pulled them just a little bit away from that point, they'd reset. And you're like, hey, but I'm basically still where I ran into you at. And they're like, yeah, we don't care. And you're like, I wish you cared a little bit. Those knees, though. Damn right. I got glorious knees. Put my boot in your face. Can I open this? Nope. Sure feels like I should, but I definitely cannot. We actually have a surprisingly high amount of consumable healing that doesn't refill at bonfires. I wonder how much the game is balanced around using them. Is this where one asks, "Can I kiss your shiny metal ass?" Well, we can't see their ass. Of course. All right. Now we have to ask the question: are we able to take our clothes off? Looks like the answer's no. Doesn't look like it'll let you do naked runs. Even though, you know, they're an automaton, so it should be perfectly fine for us to see them without any clothes on whatsoever. The game is like, nah, dog. Oh. That guy spots you from pretty far away.
Shut up, everyone. Someone's coming. Oh, no. No. Another one of those evil machines.
Ooh. There's more enemies that I want to deal with right now. poor frame rate.
Someone's coming. Oh no, no! Another one of those evil machines!
I see you up there. Ow. Ow. Oh, okay, fine. They made it too human. People of Paris, Louis, King of France and Navarre by grace of God, declares that the representatives of the Third Estate, gathered in an illegal assembly, continue to propagate seditious and criminal ideas. It was to put an end to this unrest that the Estates General were dissolved. Alas, some partisans, led astray by the prescribed representatives, thought it right to take up arms against this just decree. Adequate measures were taken to suppress this violence. Order was promptly restored, and the majority of the perpetrators were apprehended. In order to ensure the safety of his subjects, His Majesty has decreed that the population must remain in their homes until further notice. The following measures are hereby adopted until further notice. First, any person circulating in the streets without authorization will be neutralized immediately. Anyone suspected of aiding fugitives will be imprisoned and interrogated. The enforcement of these measures is entrusted to the command of His Majesty's Mechanical Army. Seems like a swell guy. Can we talk now?
Shut up, everyone! Someone's coming! Oh no, no! Another one of those evil machines!
Yeah, there you go.
Do not fear. I mean you no harm.
Ah! It speaks too! Get out of here, you damn pile of scrap metal!
Have you not seen what I've done to these automats?
Yes, worse than dogs at each other's throats. It's almost as if everyone has decided to kill each other before the sun comes up.
What happened in this faubourg?
The king kept his word. His automats were merciless. If only we'd known what his new army was made of. We'd have all stayed home just like he'd ordered. Maudit soit-il, his family and his court of murderers.
Monsieur.
Allez-vous-en!
Fine. That is a satirical comment that is twofold. One for the game Too Human, and that the robot is meant to be so human you relate to it more as an RPG character. I don't know. I've not actually checked out too much about Too Human or Detroit Beyond Human. Is that what it was called? It wasn't the type. I didn't realize when it was first revealed that it is the type of game that it is, and the type of game that it is isn't normally one that I get super excited about. Because it's a much more narrative experience where the gameplay is you deciding a choice, basically. Kind of like the Supermassive games. Athena really likes those a lot, and I enjoy watching her play them. But they're definitely not games that I would normally be, like, super into on my own. Talking about Too Human, the game studio that was sued by Epic, where Epic lost in court, so they retaliated with a different suit, which they won and shut down their entire game studio. Gross. Yeah, Epic's ass. They make a good game engine, though. Unreal Engine 5 is pretty bonkers. That was floating even before we got over here. That wasn't sitting on anything. The boxes were to the left of it, but very well, carry on. Papa-doo, papa-doo. There's some fluidity in the dodge attacks that works well and feels good. I see they've definitely taken after the interconnected design, since the only Vestal we've had this entire time has been this one. Since we took the boat anyway. There was 2 or 3 in the previous zone, right? But this one, it's just been this one, which is fine. Oh, we got another bronze ingot. I don't feel the need to upgrade anything right now, though. I kind of want to put more points into engineering because it just seems like a really good thing to do. Loot multiplier, affliction multiplier, which if something's susceptible to frost, that's great. Armor has to account for fucking something. Since our clothing has armor stats on it. That sounds like a real fun discussion, Eve. I'm sure they loved hashing that out in court. Of course, that also just feels like Epic saying we have more money, so we get to do what we want. Because unfortunately, that's how that ends up working a lot of the time, is we have better lawyers and more money, and we can pay our lawyers more, and even if we can't win this suit, we're going to really wreck you by just dragging this on as long as we possibly can. Big Wompy No-No man over there. Oh, Wompy No-No man has seen me because the sightlines in this game are insane. I'm overheated. Fuck. Oh, that still clipped me. Sucks. Another Wompy No-No. How about you? I was gonna say, how about you burn for a second, but you didn't care about that at all. Ow. Are you immune? No. Ow. Interesting. It's weird. He was like immune to afflictions while he was attacking, but if he wasn't in an attack animation, I was able to hit him with things. He didn't take any damage from the fire grenade whatsoever. Hey, a module key. We can upgrade one of our modules now. That's enough keys to do that. A tribute to Marquis de Lafayette by Monsieur D. To the tune of Avec le roi dans le village, when Lafayette commands, we answer as one aloud. All of Paris calls for him, and everyone sings out. His name alone is worth a dozen, and if some danger were to call, with the hero at our gates, who could we fear at all? Alright. Yeah, that was a pretty good chunk of damage. Like, I'm still surprised that zone enemies are that damn chunky, though. Where am I supposed to be going? Over there, okay. Let's double check this area over here first. I've been up there before. Okay. Yeah, freezing an enemy to where you just get a free chance. You have a burning axe. Where you just get a free chance to wail on it is honestly insane. Can you come down? Please? Thank you. I can't see. It's alright, we got there. We're rocking 30 FPS. We're at 33, baby. Woo! Hi. So many frames. So many frames. Wonder if this game runs any better on PlayStation 5. I'm not rebuying it. I'm just curious. Because it's on the 9th generation? Yeah, 9th generation of consoles. But it's running poo-poo doo-doo pants on a 5900X and a 3070 Ti at 1080p. We're not even maxing anything on the computer out either, is the thing. Can I alt-tab you without you getting too angry? I wonder if it's the hard drive. I see a lot of disk activity. Ow. I wonder if it's because if it's having trouble loading things. I don't know what all of those moments just now meant. I had like interesting like witch time moments, but I didn't see anything relevant about them. Hang on. Performance. I wonder if it's the hard drive. Like, the hard drive is brand new, so I don't think the hard drive is going out. But I wonder if it's, losing frames because it's needing to load assets and the hard drive just isn't keeping up as well as the game wants it to. I do see it jumping up to 100% on occasion, but I did say it was a joke. It was your hard drive was throttling earlier since you stuttered at voice lines. I know. I'm just like, I'd be very surprised that if that was the actual problem. I could really use a Vestal before going too much farther. I feel like we're nearing... Are you alive? No. I feel like we're nearing another boss. Seeing a lot of 7s with some ups and downs. Yeah. Yeah, because we're sitting at 45 FPS right now. And like 45 FPS isn't that bad. It's way better than 30 in terms of like visual smoothness. Man, so many of you guys. You guys are so durable. Well, I say that, and we're at 32 now. Planeswalker. I can try moving it onto the SSD. I just don't like putting too many things on there. Because I wonder if that would make the difference. It shouldn't, but you never know. I don't know how this game was programmed or optimized, though. Just because it's rendering it at 1080 doesn't mean it's like not rendering it at 4K and downscaling it to 1080, as like ridiculous of a choice that would be. Just ignore that whole freaking hedge there, would you? Ow. You had a complete stranger in your car, completely unsolicited? Hello? What are you doing? Oh, I'm burning my stamina out by sprinting. Oh, that hit me. Woo! I think they thought it was a client. Oh, that kind of client. Good times. Yeah, because we're floating around like 75% of... Like, the GPU is staying pretty high, but it's never maxing out. So that's fine. The GPU sits around 85%. That's not a big deal. The CPU is sitting between 50 and 70%. Also not a big deal. Memory is completely plateaued at 50%. So really the only thing that's fluctuating is the disk drive itself. Weird. Oh. Except one, I was there to pick up a friend from work, and two, I don't have that kind of cash. You got people hanging out in front of your friend's work like that? Maybe they're waiting for your friend. 2 busters and 2 packs of 50 gold, either of which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills go into Fart Dimension Viceroy.
I love it.
Tied with Pomomor, followed by a four-way tie between Ambivert Sloth, Mrs. Sack, Spiky Hair Slime, and Lorition. Most of this going to Ambivert Sloth, followed by, looks like a two-way tie between Deranged Angel and Athena Latina. Going random in 3, 2, 1, Mutiga, Equator, and Nicebit. My friend works at a community center and said the center is in that part of town. Oh, good. An Anjo Paladin. All right. Well, we'll come up here. We'll put chompers right here. We'll go like this. Like this. 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 And then we'll go like this. Place units, everybody. There we go. All right. Never picked him up from a night shift before? Well, now you have, and now you know. Can I petrify you? Interesting. Going. Woo! My turn. Yeah, it's gotta be the disk drive. That's the only thing that's even getting close to getting pretty high up there in numbers. I'll move it to the solid state between now and Thursday. So from 22 reviewers, the baseline score comes down to 7 out of 10 for this game. That's pretty low, honestly. But that's also kind of Spider's MO, is 7 out of 10s. Even standing still, I'm still only getting 44 FPS. Don't understand. Fairness to him, his interaction with strangers lately have largely involved them having knives. Oh, goody. A 4 out of 10 as their lowest and 8.5 as their highest. Man, couldn't even get somebody to give them a 9 out of, like, faith. They're like, oh man, yeah, this game just clicked with me really well.
Someone hid upstairs. I just need to find a way in from the outside.
Well, we better ransack the place first, right? New equipment. I like armor. There doesn't seem to be anything at all along a weight system in this game, so I feel like you can basically just chunk down whatever you feel like wearing. Oh, that looks like it might have been my body at one point in time. Monsieur de Vaucanson. The steam pump failures are continuing to interrupt the operation of the mobile walkway all too frequently. Just think of the heavy loads we have to carry upstairs on our backs. We ask you to see to it the proper repairs are made without delay to keep the pump working properly. Enclosed with this letter, you will find a key that will allow the chief engineer to come and go freely around the factory. Respectfully, your dedicated employees, Fabre and Gabilod? I'm not sure how that name is pronounced. Factory key.
It does not work. The steam pump that powers this device is no longer working.
Oh, sick, a Vestal. Please let me just use this Vestal. It will, okay. My province made international news recently for a pair of serial stabbists. Oh, man. Did they, I can't imagine, like, we've seen some pretty insane stabbing sprees in other countries, but, you know, people always like, see, bad guys find a way, and then it's like, because they want to make that comparison to American mass shootings, and it's like, yeah, did you see how many people died from that mass stabbing? Because, like, yeah, you can do some damage with a knife, but it's much harder to successfully kill people unless you really know what you're doing. $10 dead, 18 wounded. Damn, that's not in a good way, but that's kind of impressive. I was gonna comment on something, but I don't know what it was now. Man, still so little power from that. Oh, we can upgrade one of our module slots to level 2. Let's do that. They were going door to door, and it turns out 72-year-olds can't fight back good. Jesus. People are twisted. I don't really feel the need to increase these guns because I just want them to freeze my opponent, and that's kind of it. I guess I'm going to do this one because armor still seems like a good thing to stack. And it increases affliction multiplier, which will make it be easier to freeze things. And the loot multiplier is decent as well. And it feels like 20 armor and those other bonuses feel worth way more than 1 damage. I could be completely wrong, but that's definitely just the way that it feels. The factories. Oh, that consumed my factory key? That's weird. Damn, Aegis, you need to understand that keys can be reused. You don't gotta break it just because you like gingerly turn the key. But I'm back home and my blood is still inside me, so that's good. Yes, definitely a plus. That is definitely preferred. Might as well open doors where we can. Can I go through here? Nope. Is there anywhere I can climb? None that seem obvious. Do any of these doors have the ribbon on them? Also no. Okay, currently this feels like a dead end that direction. We'll go back this way, I guess. It didn't kill him that time. It's unfortunate. Ow. Oh. Ow. Thanks for stopping by, Planeswalker. Rest well. Stay safe and alive to you as well. I'm sad that that's something that we have to say to one another, but alas. Can I climb this? You only wish you could climb it. Instead, you have to figure out a way to get up there, and then you can hopscotch across and all those goodies. Some frost grenades. All right. I feel like we said that for the last 3 years, though. What do you mean? You're probably right, but I'm missing context. Oh, wow. Oh, geez. That was very slippery. Stay safe and alive or something akin to that. Yeah, it's fair. Stay safe and alive. Do your best. Good luck to you. I hope your neighbors and your government doesn't fuck you over too hard. Oh, shit. Silhouette, hello. Welcome in, friend. Thank you for that follow. We're checking out Steelrising, and it's not impressed so far. It's a fairly short experience, so there is that. It's 8 to 12 hours long is what it looks like when I did some research on it on the internet, so we'll get through it in like 2 or 3 streams. But I have a 5900X and a 3070 Ti. I got the game turned down to low at 1080p, and I still can't get 60 FPS, no matter how hard I try. And that makes me big sag, because I'm sitting over here with a just shy of one of the best computers that you can build, and I still can't get this game on what should work on a GTX like 960. Can't pull it off with this equipment. Just does not work. I see you hiding over there. Finally got work under control and got to stop by. Didn't even realize it was out yet, but maybe it's been out of touch. It just came out last week, so don't feel too bad. It's only been out for like 5 days. There was like a flame knight that just like watched this exchange happen. Bro did not care. Oh, now he wakes up. game is just wanting to gaslight you to think your computer's potato. Oh, it already has. It's making me question my entire existence. Looking at my task manager and my resource monitors and stuff like that, it looks like it might be because the game is constantly trying to load things out of its hard drive. Like it's reloading textures or something along those lines, and that's causing it to get in a fight with itself, for lack of better terminology. And because it's constantly fighting with itself, it can't run smoothly because it's always trying to load assets. And it doesn't seem to even care if you stop and stare, because like I tried, like, okay, let's just stand still and just like look so it can load some shit, and it still won't ever actually get to the point where it's operating at a reasonable frame rate. So I might try to move the game over to my solid state drive and see if that helps it at all, but currently the game is just wanting to be a big fat jerky jerk. Okay, maybe I didn't need to come this way yet. I should go upstairs over there. I don't know if I can jump back. I mean, I can easily get back up there again. I already killed everything, so it's not a big deal in that respect. Excited for the new Fire Emblem. So I do a whole bunch of reaction videos on YouTube Silhouette. It's what I do to try and keep my YouTube channel active, is post a bunch of reaction videos. So I haven't actually watched the... Sorry, I had a whole bunch of gas trying to escape somewhere in my body. I haven't actually watched the trailer for the new Fire Emblem yet. Am I excited for it? Yes, I am. I know that people are really critical of the Pepsi themed main characters. But I also feel like Fire Emblem gets a lot of hate just because. Not because it has any actual reason to get the hate that it does. It just does. Pepsi themed main character. So here, I'll just show you real quick, because like, you know, it's worth showing. Fire Emblem Engage. Yeah, so much like the last Fire Emblem games, you can choose male or female, but both of them have this red and blue hair style. So these are the main characters. Now, I'm guessing that it's actually one main character and you choose male or female. But people have been calling the main character either Pepsi-chan or Toothpaste-chan because of the colors going on in this. People are really, really critical of Fire Emblem games, and I'm not entirely sure why, but Fire Emblem gets hate from everybody due to it no longer hardcore, but is also not accessible enough. Pepsi tones actually work for me. I don't mind the Pepsi tones. I'm just like, I can understand why people think that they're silly, but I'm also like, you probably haven't been paying attention to anime games. Like, let's not pretend that there's not some Genshin characters that also look like some mascots from some different food-based items. Colgate Schwahn, perfect. So, I have not checked out the gameplay, or well, the trailer. I know that there's an element involved in it where you can summon heroes that are from previous Fire Emblem games, and I'm curious about that. Not because I'm concerned about it mechanically, more because it makes me curious what they're planning on doing next. Because a lot of the times when you see these companies that are building a game that allows them to bring forward a lot of their older assets and older properties, it's because they're wanting to do something else with them afterwards. So, like, they're going to make Fire Emblem Engage, and it's going to be a mainline Fire Emblem game, which is perfectly fine. But it also means that they're now in the current engine and stuff rendering all of these old Fire Emblem characters, which in turn means that they could put those newly made old Fire Emblem characters into another game that does something else with them, to where like it's like a collaborative event, or you know, a legacy game, or remakes of previous games, and they're like, sweet, we already got some of the work done because we already have these assets already finished, polished, and done because we, you know, put them into Fire Emblem Engage. The only thing I didn't like about Fire Emblem Three Houses was the main character just felt bland to me. So, you know, it's interesting. I just got done playing Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes. I have played Fire Emblem Three Houses. And on Fire Emblem Three Houses, I chose female Byleth, I chose Black Eagles, and I stayed with Edelgard through that entire game. And I really enjoyed Fire Emblem Three Houses. I thought it was a pretty damn good game. I enjoyed the world, the story, the setting, everything like that, right? But definitely the weakest link in Fire Emblem Three Houses is the main character. Byleth has no voice, no personality, no dialogue. They are a face and nothing else. Everything is completely up to the rest of the cast, which, mind you, the rest of the cast is really, really good, which helps immensely. Hello? Hi. How are you? You wanna come over here? Hey. I fucking threw a boulder at your head and you didn't care. There we go. Oh, there's another one in here. Hello? You didn't die. That's unfortunate for me. Oh. Now, I played Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. I just got done playing it, and you play as a new main character named Shez. And through the first 70% of the game, Byleth, the main character from 3 Hopes, is an enemy, is one of the primary antagonists. They are a... Oh, God. Was I supposed to come down here? I don't know. Well, I'm down here now, so... Alas, here we are. So it was really interesting, but there's two things that they did really, really well in 3 Hopes, especially if you have played Fire Emblem 3 Houses. One, Byleth now has a personality. Byleth is now a character. Byleth now has a voice actor and their own personality, for lack of having a better word immediately on my fingertips. And the character that you play as, Shez, also has their own personality. They're kind of hot-headed, kind of spunky, you know, because they're a hotshot mercenary and stuff, which is perfectly fine. They just have a personality, which is good, because 3 Houses, the character you played at, had no personality whatsoever at all. And it felt so much more palatable in terms of every character feeling defined in such a way that they each had their own voice and their own personality, because self-insert characters where you're meant to be embodying the character that you're playing as because they're a silent protagonist or whatever, those can work, but it's very particular on how much they work. And Byleth didn't work. Ow. Stop burning me. Thank you. But it made Byleth feel so much more tangible because Byleth got a personality in 3 Hopes. Phenomenal cast. I personally wanted my main character to carry the narrative and story, which they do in 3 Hopes. And that made the game feel so much more coherent and cohesive because it was just a more substantial and tangible experience. So where Byleth suddenly has a personality. Is it a sequel? No. So it's a Warriors game. It's a Musou game if you've ever played like Samurai Warriors or Dynasty Warriors or any of those. It plays exactly like that. Played Hyrule Warriors, Persona 5 Strikers, etc. That style of gameplay. And much like in 3 Houses, where each house that you choose is a different potential. Like it's a different reality, right? Like there isn't a true... Is it you that's shooting at me up there? Yes. There isn't a true ending in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, right? Someone else just shot at me. You. It's not very nice. 3 Hopes is another possible reality, is the best way to look at it. So a lot of the overarching story beats are very similar to Three Houses in that respect, because the story of Fodlan plays out largely the same way, with some small changes here and there depending on which house you chose, which results in different endings and stuff like that. But largely, you know, the overarching story of Fodlan follows a path of what like Edelgard does and how the other nations have to respond to it and stuff like that. Timeline line, where does Three Hopes fall into Three Houses if it does? So it starts out very similarly in terms of like when the students are all going to Garreg Mach and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. All the students are going to Garreg Mach and all that stuff. And very similarly again, you save the three leaders of the houses, Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude, and because of that, you are enlisted by Garreg Mach to join the house. Although you join the house as a student and not as a teacher. So that's a difference between Three Houses and Three Hopes. Some shit goes down of like the same way that it does before in terms of like, you know, like I played as Black Eagles because I'm an Edelgard simp. And much the same way like what happened in Three Houses, Edelgard takes over the Empire, usurping her uncle or whatever, who turns out to be evil anyway, and then that causes the houses and factions to divide and all of that kind of stuff. And then there's a time skip, but instead of you disappearing for 5 years, you go with them, and then just 2 years passes. And the idea is that the war front has been going on for 2 years, and you are present for it this time instead of, you know, disappearing into a time bubble or whatever it was exactly in Three Houses. And then the story proceeds from there. So you get to see new character designs from everybody again because time moved forward, and their character designs are even different from Three Houses compared to, here we go. I missed that. That's unfortunate. Their character designs are different from Three Hopes and Three Houses. Before the time skip, the character designs are all the same, which is perfectly fine because it's meant to be the same time period. But the characters don't have the same designs from the 2-year time skip in Three Hopes that they do in the 5-year time skip in Three Houses. I feel like I should be able to jump up and grab that. I joined Blue Lions originally and later realized, oh shit, Dimitri is an unhinged psychopath. Well, okay, I can't jump and grab it. One of the things about that is that there isn't a right choice, in my opinion anyway. I feel like Blue Lions definitely shows the ugliest side of everybody. You get to see a really ugly side of Dimitri, even though you're on his side, and I believe you largely get to try and pull him back from his psychopathy. Can you attack midair to extend your airtime? Maybe, but I don't know if I move very much in that. I mean, I did make it anyway, but I don't know. So I'll try if I find another spot that's difficult for me to make the jump. And then, like, of course, if you choose Blue Lions, you get to see the absolute ugliest side of Edelgard. Because from the perspective of somebody who has only played Black Lions for both, not Black Lions, Black Eagles for both Three Houses and Three Hopes, the main character, whether it's Byleth in Three Houses or, oh, Jesus Christ. I apologize. I didn't realize you were napping there. I'm sorry. You are largely what keeps Edelgard on a more noble path, because she definitely turns into a tyrannical psychopath if you aren't there to be her rock, essentially. She loses, I guess I want to say she loses sight of kind of what her original vision was. And so Blue Lions is definitely one of the uglier paths, whereas, like, if you choose Black Eagles, Dimitri still is the I'm just gonna kill everybody to solve the problem kind of guy, but you get to see a side of Edelgard that is not a horrible murderous tyrant. And then Claude's storyline for the Golden Deer, it's very different because the Black Eagles and the Gold and the Blue Lions, they so heavily focus on. Are you glitched? Well, it's fine. You're dead.
The steam pump. I will
Yeah,
have
you
to go around to get to it.
I don't know where the steam pump is that you see, but I guarantee you it doesn't end well for us because there's probably a boss over there. But Black Eagles and Blue Lion storylines are definitely very heavily focused on the two sides of the conflict between basically the conflict that Edelgard starts. Whereas Claude's and the Golden Deer timeline doesn't. It's still present, but they're not nearly as involved or focused. Much like how when you're playing through Black Eagles or Blue Lions, the Golden Deer House and Claude and his and the Alliance are just kind of present. Like, they're definitely a tertiary force. And in that same aspect, if you're playing as the Golden Deer, the conflict of Fodlan in terms of the bout between Edelgard, the Central Church, and the Blue Lions, or the Kingdom, the Empire versus Kingdom, is the tertiary thing that exists, because the Alliance is the only faction within Fodlan that shares a border with an outside country, and that country isn't very friendly. And so you spend a lot of time dealing with that outside force that is a force to be reckoned with, as well as some ancient evils and stuff like that. So, yeah, they're definitely neutral in that their story is separated apart from the main conflict that you see in Blue Lions and Black Eagles. Yeah, much like how you bring Dimitri back from the brink, you do the same thing with Edelgard before she turns into too much of a horrible evil tyrant. I definitely recommend Three Hopes, though. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the characters and the story a lot. You get a lot of extra backstory for some of the characters. Like, if you liked the students, the classmates that you have in Three Houses, and I don't, especially if you liked people that weren't Dimitri, Edelgard, or Claude, because those three characters are so much the same characters that they were in Three Houses, and the other ones, while still the same, they get a lot more attention. 200 gold, it can be yours for 1,669 channel points. Most kills going to myself, followed by Ambivert Sloth. Most assists going to Deranged Angel, followed by Ace Blaster. Going random on the golden 5. Gonna be lurking for a few as work's picking back up. No worries, Silhouette. No worries at all. Deranged Angel with the gold. And that's where we'll pick up on Stream Raiders next time. And here I am. So you reverted your follow and some sounds. I didn't revert them. I just changed them. Because they're different even from what they were before. Before I changed them to the level up and rank up. Here I am, just unable to care about the Fire Emblem games. Never been my style for some reason. If you don't like tactical RPGs, if you don't like turn-based strategy tactical games, then like they're not going to be your jam. I don't know if you have played many like Dynasty Warrior style games, Eve, and if you enjoy that style of game, then you might consider giving Three Hopes a try. That said, it is a Switch exclusive, and if I remember correctly, you don't have a Switch, so that looks bossy. What do you think? That looks kind of bossy, don't you think? I think that's au deux de boss. I think I should find a I should go back to a save point. Well, I realize I'm at a save point, but I should spend this, whatever this energy I have is called. I try to jump over that just to see where it'd land me. Anima? Yeah, I believe that's correct. I love Legends of Dragoons. Well, Legend of Dragoons is a turn-based. It's not a tactical game, but Final Fantasy Tactics, that's a tactical turn-based game. Hyperdimension Neptunia, which is kind of a tactical game. Like, that whole series in, like, Fairy Fencer F and stuff, like, they're, like, tactical adjacent. I'm just going to put points into engineering again, because it just seems like a really good choice. And I enjoyed Dynasty Warrior. If you enjoyed Dynasty Warrior, then you would absolutely enjoy, how possible is this run? You would absolutely enjoy Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Because the Warriors line on Switch is just that those devs making... Oh, shit. Fuck off. I feel like there should be a better shortcut than this, but I don't know where it is. It's fine, we got there. Making Dynasty Warrior games with Nintendo properties. So, like, Hyrule Warriors is just Dynasty Warriors made with Link and friends. Fire Emblem Warriors is just Dynasty Warriors made with Fire Emblem characters. We're gonna give this guy one go, and depending on how it goes, then... Oh, God! It's going great. Are you freezable? He is. Woo! Ow. I'm burning. That's so insanely busted. That's so insanely busted. Freezing bosses and just demolishing them is so insanely busted. Why, hello there. Frost 2 OP, I agree. I agree. Man, that is so insanely strong. We did not get a cast iron ingot from him, so we can't upgrade our weapons or anything. Let me see if there's anything sitting around the shop, though. Does not look like it. Okay. Wow, yeah. Frost is busted as hell. Oh man. All right, let me fix my taskbar settings so that these actually function the way that I'd like them to. There we go. Who's streaming right now? Let's go take a little looksy looks. Napalm streaming, Rhythm Reacts is streaming, Star is streaming, Minimal Gameplay is streaming. Minimal just started 23 minutes ago. Special permissions from ABC for this Ratchler stream. Napalm's been going for 2.5 hours playing some Dark Souls. I think I'm going to go visit Napalm just because they're playing another Soulsian game, and they might be curious about Steelrising. Although they're probably only going for about another hour, but that's perfectly fine. All right, so everybody, these are my socials. Please go follow me on Twitter. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come join the Discord. I'd appreciate it a lot. Help us grow. We're putting up a reaction video every single day. We're going to be recording more reactions on Sunday, where we're probably going to be doing a lot of them because I want to start trying to post 2 a day on the YouTube channel, both in terms of hoping to get some more visibility as well as maybe catching up a little bit on all of these frickin' game announcements. Good lord. If you are a subscriber, you already have this raid emote, and you can use it when we go on our raid. If you are not a subscriber, you could unlock that emote for 100 channel points. It unlocks it for you for the next 24 hours, including the ability to use it in other people's channels, which allows you to use it on the raid. We're going to go raid 1 Napalm Trees, a longtime friend of the show. They raided us back during when we were playing Yakuza Like a Dragon pretty early on, too, when we were doing a power couple stream with Athena. And we're going to go visit them because they have since turned into a Soulsian and Fortnite streamer. Thank you to everyone that has come by. I know I was gone for a while, and it's always rough when you're gone for like 9 days. You end up seeing a drop in viewership. To those that came in and said hi and all that stuff, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for being here. We should be live again on Thursday playing some more Steelrising. If the bosses are continuously able to be frozen, we're going to tear through this. And if we don't finish it on Thursday, then I'm probably going to try and finish it on Friday, because there probably won't be a power couple stream on Friday because Athena is still recovering from her medical procedure. Sunday will be reactions, and then on Tuesday the 20th is when Solstice comes out, and we'll probably be playing that. But with all that said, thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you a lot, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. I have apparently reached 50 gifted subs in my own channel. Good job, me.
Deep break.